When one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop is sentenced to prison, the question isn't just how long he'll serve, it's what's left of his legacy. This week, Sean "Diddy" Combs was sentenced to 50 months behind bars, following his conviction on 2 prostitution-related charges back in July. But with credit for time already served, he's expected to spend around 36 months or 3 years in prison. The court also handed him 5 years of supervised release and a $500,000 fine, the maximum allowed. As the sentence was read, Diddy sat with his head lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. A stark contrast to the confident mogul the world once knew. But the courtroom silence broke when the judge, Arun Subramanian, made his message clear. This wasn't just about one man's punishment. It was about accountability. He said, "A lengthy sentence is necessary to send a message to abusers and victims alike, that exploitation and violence against women will be met with real consequences." The judge didn't stop there. He directly addressed Diddy's infamous freak-offs, those so-called private parties that became one of the most disturbing parts of the allegations. While some tried to frame them as intimate, consensual experiences, the court rejected that narrative entirely. Judge Subramanian called it what it was: not rock and roll fantasy, but exploitation disguised as entertainment. And with that statement, the court set the tone. This wasn't about celebrity excess. It was about accountability at the highest level. But that wasn't all. Assistant U.S. Attorney Christy Slavic delivered a sharp rebuke in court. She said Diddy's so-called respect for the law was nothing more than lip service. She pointed out that even as he awaited sentencing, Diddy had booked speaking gigs for later this month, as if he expected to walk free. Her words cut deep. "That is the height of hubris, Your Honor." According to prosecutors, Diddy still hasn't fully accepted how his own choices brought him here. But Diddy's defense tried to show a different side. His attorneys pleaded for a lighter 14-month sentence, showing a 12-minute video montage in court. The footage showed Diddy giving motivational talks to kids, running marathons for education, and helping communities. And then came Diddy's own voice, breaking down in tears. He apologized to his family, to his ex-partners, and to his fans. He called his past behavior disgusting, shameful, and sick. He said his children deserve better and that he'd failed his mother. Even the judge acknowledged the emotion, but made it clear redemption would have to wait. For a man who built empires in music, fashion, and business, this moment changes everything. Diddy's name was once synonymous with success. Now it's tied to scandal. Fans are divided. Some believe he can still rebuild after serving his time. Others say this conviction cements his fall from grace forever. Because when someone who shaped pop culture for decades faces a prison cell, it forces a bigger question. How much can a legacy survive when the truth finally comes out? As Diddy begins his 3-year sentence, one thing's certain: the empire he built will never look the same. His businesses, his image, his influence, all now shadowed by the choices that led him here. But this story isn't over. The fallout, the reactions, the industry whispers, they're just beginning. And this is only the beginning. More shocking updates are coming soon. So, subscribe before the next head.